My ex-husband demanded a paternity test for peace of mind, so I asked to see his phone for peace of mind. At around the 6-month mark of my pregnancy, he started talking here and there about posts on different platforms, saying how paternity tests should be required. We'd look at each other weird and sort of laugh it off, but he started talking about it more frequently. He never explicitly said whether or not he agreed with it, he'd just bring it up and say things like, "Isn't that weird?" Or "People are so strange." I didn't know it at the time, but now I know those were subtle hints. I gave birth to our beautiful baby girl nearly 3 months later, which went well. When she was only about 7 weeks old, my husband looked me in the face and told me he wanted a paternity test. At first, I kind of giggled because I thought he was bringing up the bull crap he'd seen on the internet and mocking it. Nope, he was 100% dead serious. I asked him why he would need a paternity test and he said, "For peace of mind, nothing serious." I reminded him that we both had our V cards before we got married and I'd never slept with anyone during our marriage, at all. He was the only person I'd ever slept with. I felt really insulted because I was absolutely devoted to this man and I felt like this was him telling me that he didn't trust me. If he didn't trust me, why did he want to marry me? Why didn't he talk to me about this? I'm an open book and would have listened to him without ridicule. But no, peace of mind was his final reasoning. At one point I got fed up with him bringing it up and agreed to it, just to put this to an end. He was at work when I looked at the results and they were obviously a perfect match. It was so ridiculous that I audibly laughed. When he got home I showed him the results, to which he was relieved. I don't know what made me think to do this, but I just asked to see his phone. "Now let me see your phone." "Why?" "For peace of mind." He refused. I kept bugging him, asking him if I could see his phone. About a week went by of this and eventually, I got my opportunity. One day, he left to go pick up some takeout and left his phone to charge. That's when I found out. 4 other women, extremely dirty conversations that included pictures. Devastated is an understatement. I don't remember much after that, it's a blur for the most part. I just remember smacking the takeout from his hands and watching it fly against the wall. For a while I was piecing together the fact that he wanted a paternity test so bad but yet was cheating on me with 4 other women. Mine and our child's life was in shambles now. I let my parents watch our daughter while I went back to work to save up for an apartment. It took a while, but once I was able to get a stable income again, at the same place I was working at before getting pregnant, I moved out and took our daughter with me. I was able to initiate the divorce soon after that, and I then used the paternity test results as proof he was the father for child support. He gets to see her every other weekend now and they have a great time. I will never keep her from her father, but I could never love him again. He went from husband to stranger very quickly and it's like the time we had just disappeared. Maybe that was my mind's way of protecting me. I'm doing great now. I've moved up a position at my job and am making a better income now and do not plan on remarrying and having another child anytime soon. I'm going to focus on my daughter and give her as normal of a life I can possibly give her. Thank you all for taking the time to read this. I really needed this.